Hello, in this podcast, we will talk about a really controversial topic that has been going on throughout the years and it has caused a huge impact on the world we live on today. The topic is about addressing quality education. Receiving quality education is fundamental for creating sustainable development. Education is a key to open doors and gain access to many opportunities since it's the future of our society. Besides, it aids individuals in being aware of world major conflicts and give them the knowledge to address them. Human rights establish that every individual should have access to education by the means of being a teacher or a student due to the impact that education can cause in the world. This podcast will focus mainly on the country of Mexico, that this being because it's one of the countries which needs more individual consciousness and has the lowest educational rates.
While doing research for this topic, we were asked to interview several persons, which from there we chose the 3 interviews which we thought were more relevant for sharing with the people, to see the different perspectives regarding education.
We asked some crucial questions about quality education to Maria Guadalupe. She's a teacher from a public school. We were shocked at her response because she mentioned that the government is lacking resources and they should invest more money in education because they do not give enough importance to educational programs in public schools. She's an evaluated teacher that doesn't get paid and doesn't feel valued. She has been 4 years teaching at a public school and she commented for new teachers that enter it's a lot of work to handle and she doesn't feel supported. She said that in public schools, students have a lot of problems, for example, drug addiction, health, lack of values, and family problems, and it's a lot to handle for her. According to Maria Guadalupe, we found out that the government should step up the level of public schools and support teachers and students to have a better and healthy environment.
Other interview that surprised us was the one we did to a director of a prestigious school, named Instituto San Roberto International School, that is owned by North Anglia, which is a really big chain of high-quality institutions that provide the best education for their children. We were surprised since she told us that at the school she works for as a general director, everything was working perfectly and their children were really good educated, and they had no social or economic problems at all. But when we asked how about the rest of the country, she said that maybe kids at other places have personal problems, mostly economic, and that can cause that they can't attend to a such prestigious school like this one. She teaches that. This caused impact on us because by wanting to provide a solution for the quality education problem, we found out that we should also focus on money to fix it or on teacher volunteers who are willing to take classes for them, teaching without gaining any type of profit.
The last interview that we want to expose was the one of a student who is cursing in a quality education institute but owns a scholarship. Since our global problem focuses at most on teaching institutes and money, we thought that it would be a perfect demographic to interview and share due to their capacity and socioeconomic factor. During the interview, Georgina answered the questions really logically, and based on her response, we can assume that her university is doing a great job by making students want to go to school and besides by providing a quality education. In her response, Georgina repeatedly answered that she thinks that if children do not go to school normally, it is not because they don't want to, but because they do not have access to it, mostly due to socioeconomic factors. This person interviewed also stated that when children access school, it does not necessarily mean that they are paying attention to the class. She said that individuals may lose track of the class because maybe teachers are too far away and they can't listen up because the lessons may result boring for some students or lack of interactive activities.
Throughout the investigation, we got to see what the world is facing today in a really broad way, but mostly of all, we got to get close to the roots of where it all comes from. Carrying out this activity was a great experience for us because we did not just see how our society works and thinks, but we also saw how all types of individuals from all types of institutes with different kind of jobs at them, meaning student, teacher, or director, of different social levels, throughout about the topic due to their so close relations in their daily lives to it. The normal stereotypes that people believe in are that in public schools there are lower education rates and that students are more violent. But we actually found out that in these public schools there are actually really good education programs, so the conflict is more with the personal life of each student. Also, one of the most common ones are that educated people have better opportunities. Another is that private schools live different realities and different problems. The environments are totally different. This we found out to be true. Lamentably, people at private schools have more adequate areas to study at. We found there's bias where teachers treat different students because of their genders. Also, that women do stuff like cleaning the classroom or arranging books, and men do the lifting of boxes or other masculine jobs. The UDHR, which stands for the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, states that every individual and every organ of society to strive by teaching and education to promote respect for these rights and freedoms. By this, quality education would create opportunities for people to have better jobs and succeed in life.